My name is Jason Hagemann, and this is my informative speech on Joe Mauer. Joe had two older brothers, which he enjoyed playing baseball, hockey, football, and basketball. Their favorite sport growing up, though, was pick up hockey games on the pond. Joe, being the youngest, would play against much older kids, which usually resulted in a couple brawls because Joe was trying to stand up to all the older kids. Joe and his father, in the off-season for baseball, were not able to go outside due to the harsh winters of the Minnesota cold. So they developed a machine called the quick swing, which dropped a ball at the top and went down through and then would drop out, and it made his swing, by what Joe said, quicker. So they named it the quick swing. This is Joe Mauer in high school. As you can see, his varsity leather jacket is filled. He played 3 sports in high school. He played varsity basketball, baseball, and football. For basketball, he was a point guard and forward. For baseball, he was the catcher and pitcher. And for football, he was a quarterback. As you can see here, Mr. Joe Mauer has won a state championship in football and baseball. In football, he was a junior and led them to a state championship. And in baseball, he closed out the final 5 innings of their state championship game against Eden Prairie to win it all. Joe, in his senior year of high school, did bat .600, which is double what most people would call a good average in baseball. He also hit 15 home runs in a 20-game season. And also, Joe Mauer, in his whole high school career, had only struck out 1 time, and his coach, Jim O'Neill, said it was the prettiest swing he had ever seen. In Joe's senior year, he became the only athlete to ever be selected twice as USA Today's top school player in 2 sports, which was football, which he played quarterback in, and baseball, which he played catcher in. Joe, as some of us may know, was selected #1 overall in the 2001 MLB draft. He passed up a scholarship to play quarterback at Florida State, but Jim Bowden, the former coach at Florida State, said he always had a spot on his roster. Joe debuted in the Minnesota Twins in April 5th, 2004, starting behind the dish for the Minnesota Twins. He batted 5th, and he went 3 for 4 that day with a home run. As we can see here, this is Joe Mauer in his Minnesota Twins uniform, and here are some of his accomplishments that he has made throughout the MLB. He has been a 4-time All-Star in 06, 08, 09, and 2010. In 2009, when Joe won his AL batting champ for the 3rd time in 4 years, he was voted the AL MVP. The Twins also did clinch a division title that year. Joe, behind the dish, has won 3 Gold Gloves in 2008, 2009, and 2010. Joe has also been awarded 4 Silver Slugger Awards as a catcher for the Minnesota Twins. Joe Mauer in 2010 was one of the big free agents to be, and it was discussed widely whether he'd go to the New York Yankees, Boston Red Sox, or one of the many other big market teams. Joe decided to give the hometown Twins a discount, but as some of us see, $184 million is not a discount. This deal was over 8 years of a span, but this was all guaranteed money for him. So this man is sitting on a nice little paycheck. He is debated to be one of the greatest catchers to ever play the game. He has received a Sports Illustrated magazine cover twice in his career. This was his first one, which was widely sold and bought by many Minnesota Twins fans, and it is debated between him being one of the greatest catchers of all time, but only time will tell as he finishes out his career. Thank you. That was my informative speech on Joe Mauer.